Hey guys, it's Vixen, and if you are new here, my name is Vixen, and I am a college student. If you are not, welcome back. Today's video is my June TBR, and we're going to be doing it from a wheel with all the titles of the books I haven't read, except for like a few of them, but yeah. So, I have created a wheel with all the titles of the books I haven't read. Physical TBR, except for like maybe one or two. And yeah. So, there's like all of these books. There's none, this is like all read, but some from the other bookshelf and all that. So, and I don't know exactly how much I'm going to read this month because of finals are next week, and then I'll be home for summer, and I'm still looking for a job and all that, and I kind of want to hang out with family a little bit, so yeah. But we'll start off with the first book. Just kind of, I'm going to turn the sound off. It says War and Peace. Oh my god. So, my mom knew I was collecting some classics, and she actually happened to have War and Peace in her office. But, so that is the first book. It's a very small book. It's actually kind of small. I don't remember it's not the original version, but it is. Okay. And let's do another one. See what it picks. It picked House of Earth and Blood. This is a book that I got off of Pango Books, or Pango. It is a book it's an app for thrifting books from other people. But this is the second pick. And I've been told that this is a little hefty in the informational side and politics, so that's something, but that's okay. I love Sarah J. Maas. I think I'm gonna pick like 6 books, but yeah. I'm gonna hide that slice. I forgot to hide the other one. And then we'll spin it again. Butch. Oh, we're doing a lot of oh, I put me Mercedes when it's actually Mr. Mercedes. This is a book by Stephen King. But I've had this book for a while. I like to collect Stephen King books, as you guys tell. I have these 3 that I've read. This is Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. I'm not saying what some of these books are because I don't know much about them. Now, okay, that is A Cry in the Dark, which is, if I can get it out, these guys are squished. This is by Jessica R. Patch. This is a thriller, murder mystery type thing. It is about a detective that is looking into a bunch of murders and all that. So I have 4 books. Let's do the next one. Okay, it says Hunting Adeline. So, this is Hunting Adeline, or Haunting Adeline, by H.D. Carlton. There's a lot of opinions about this book that I've heard, and I'm like, oh boy. So, I've prepared myself a little bit for some things that I personally do not like, but I'm still intrigued by this book, and yeah. And it's because like there's a whole thing, like a whole bunch of triggers in it and all that. We have one last book. Okay. Crime and Punishment. That's actually over there, so I have to go grab that real quick. Okay, so here is my version of Crime and Punishment. This is by the Paper Mill Press. I'm not going to try to pronounce the author's name because I know I'm going to mess it up. But how many classics? We have 2 classics, 2 murder mysteries, a fantasy, and a smut book. But that's quite a selection, actually. And I do not know if I'm going to be able to read most of these. I can absolutely try. But here is the books that we have. The current book that I'm reading right now is actually Ronin Rising, the 3rd book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. But yeah. And then I'm also reading The Boy Who Was Raised as a Dog and Other Stories, that's actually the title, is Other Stories inside of it. But it's by a psychologist or a psychiatrist, I do not know, but who basically works with children, and some of the stories with anonymous things to not break confidentiality, but some stories that he dealt with when he was first learning how to deal with his patients. But yeah. But this is quite the selection for me. Thank you guys for watching. I know my last few videos haven't had much of an outro, so I'm like, I gotta have an outro, and I'm gonna try to film finals and studying and all that stuff. This week is gonna be a bit weird with me packing to move and all that, and it's like I have some finals due this week and some finals due next week, which are like the actual tests are due next week, and then I have like some final papers that are due this week. I actually already had one final done that I did on Saturday, or no, I went to the Renaissance Saturday. I can send a photo of kind of what I wore. It wasn't exactly what I wore, but basically I went to the Renaissance Fair Friday, but I finished a final for my careers in psychology class. It was a paper, a 1,000 word paper, which wasn't much, but it was due. I turned it in Friday actually, because it's due yesterday, and I'm like, I tend to like to get my Sunday work done earlier because I tend to have about 20 things due on Sunday, which is a little crazy. But anyways, typically do a question. Let's say, if you were to read a classic, which one would you read? I own quite a few. I own War and Peace, Crime and Punishment, Anna Karenina, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, Pride and Prejudice, Mrs. Dalloway, and then like War and Peace and Crime and Punishment, and then I have like a few on my iPad or my Kindle, and they're like digital copies of some things, but I kind of had a goal to read more classics this year. But yeah, so if I were to pick one, I would probably say Pride and Prejudice, because I love the movie Pride and Prejudice, so I'm like, I'm probably gonna love the book. And I've heard Jane Austen is such a good author, and classics by female authors, I feel like they're a little bit better, because there was female authors, but not famous female authors, so seeing that is like a little more like, okay, I get it now. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and if you want more videos where I like do vlogs of me studying or like stuff like that, or just me doing stupid stuff with my dogs or books and reading and all that, please like and subscribe if you want to. You don't actually have to, but thank you guys for watching. You can always watch another one. I'm gonna link some videos that you can also watch. One will be curated as you, and one will be, I think it was the video posted before this. But yeah, if you guys, oh, I'm like restarting my anyways, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Yeah.